go over here. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 14th episode of my talk show, What's Your Genesis? And today, I have with me the lovely Ysserion, who's also very mighty.
Hello, everybody.
Yes. Look at this man's muscles, dude. He could, like, the size of his arm is the size of my skull. Just, like, so much weight. Kind of stinky, says Spinna.
I'll fight her.
You'll fight her? Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I can't reach her from here, but she's not far.
She's not far. Oh my god. Oh man. But I'm glad to have you here. Glad to have you here.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Oh man. I hope that your day has been treating you well.
Yeah, definitely. It's been going by pretty quickly, actually. I've been pretty hyped for this, so.
Oh really? Oh, I'm happy then.
Yeah.
I'm happy to hear it. I'm glad to hear you're excited. I don't think I've had anyone walk away from this and being like, damn, Jen's talk show is shit. I'm not talking to him anymore. I'm glad to say I don't think that's happened.
That's good. That would be, if I were to do a talk show, I think that would be either a personal fear or a personal goal. And I can't really decide which.
At that point, I feel like it depends on what kind of talk show you're going for. If you're going for the talk show where you're trying to just chill with people, that's not what you want. But if you're going for a talk show, kind of like you're trying to go the route of like Jay Schlatt and argue with someone to the point you drive them insane, then maybe you do want people to walk away from your talk show feeling like that.
Yeah, hit them with the Eric Andre show, like.
Oh my gosh. Oh man. But yeah, no. I just pull people on. I don't have any bits set up for this yet. I'm planning on eventually incorporating bits in the talk show, but I basically at this point kind of just treat it like a podcast. I just have a casual conversation with people that hop on here.
Yeah.
I do ask some questions to get to know, so it's kind of like an interview, but it does typically devolve into us talking about something. I think one of my talk shows devolved in us arguing over the rights of cat girls. Because we were making fun of my friend Quizzy because there was a time that he once said that cat girls should be, like, are going to have to be bred to be lewd because the fact that weebs exist are going to want to lewd them. And I ended up gaslighting him because the way I interpreted it was that he wanted enslaved cat girls.
Oh, no.
But at the same time, it wasn't an intentional gaslight because I was genuinely terrified he wanted enslaved cat girls. Man. I'm excited because I'm going to have him and two others on the talk show as a group eventually in the coming weeks as well.
Not cat girls, though.
No cat girls. Well, I guess Nariko can become a cat girl, so maybe I should keep her away from Quizzy. But technically, she's a Thunderbird. Although she's rebranding as a Thunder Dragon, apparently, soon.
Oh.
Although that makes me sad. I like her Thunderbird design.
Yeah.
So, but, man. I like your design, though. I really do.
Thank you.
May I ask what it is inspired off of, if there's any inspirations?
There are a few, but mostly, so I wanted to get into VTubing about the end of 2021. I had contacted the artist, but leading up to that, maybe Octoberish, at the time I hadn't seen any really. There's very limited non-humanoid VTubers, like full just people.
Yeah.
And I felt that was very limiting, and I was like, I want to be, like a Lamia, but like, actually go monstrous with it.
Yeah.
And so I started thinking about things that would highlight, like a monstrous type. So like going with scales, the tail, the long claws, and then I went 4 arms. I feel like there's so much I could do with 4 arms with toggles, which aren't in yet. That's future stuff. I thought ahead.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like there's just, I don't know, something that I don't see a lot of. I have seen other people with multiple appendages.
The
but
first
not
one that
enough
comes to mind is Juniper, the moth VTuber.
Yes, yeah.
Jeez.
So I just didn't see a lot of people doing it, and I was like, yeah, I think I'll go with the 4 arms. I think I'll go monstrous with it. Um, and then kind of go for a. I was stuck between what kind of aesthetic I wanted. And I don't know. I just kind of stumbled into this almost backwards. Like I knew what I wanted overall, and then kind of took steps back from there as my artist started asking questions.
Gotcha. It's like a lot of the jewelry like inspired off of like it almost like makes me think like of Mayan culture or like Egyptian.
More Sumerian, really.
Sumerian, gotcha.
But he also, my artist took that and ran with it and really made it its own thing. The level of
Gotcha.
detail in the bracers is not something I asked for, and I'm very glad it got done.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. It looks so awesome, honestly. I love the detail.
So
The artist
I
did
thought
a
it was,
really good job.
so I definitely, I was just like, yeah, some like really nice, maybe semi-intricate, but nothing too fancy for jewelry. And he's like, got it, intricate jewelry. I was like, then he sent me the PNG, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll take it. Like, absolutely.
we take these dubs even if we didn't intend to get them.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, and I do know I saw that Spinna was here. She called you Stinky. I hope she's doing good too. Hope
Yeah.
anyone here in chat's doing good. I'm just gonna be sitting here vibing with the Ysserion over here for a while and having a good conversation with the guy. Oh man. But you are right. Like, for a while there was not a lot of like non-humanoid VTubers, like monster VTubers.
Yes, and by the time my design got done, it was a fairly slow process. Just was kind of normal at the time. I think it still is now, depending what you get. But by the time I got it, I started just seeing them pop up everywhere. I mean, um, so I guess I'm part of that like just wave of people who just came out and were like full on just embracing the monster side of it. The fact that it's like there's more than one or two types of designs for us to take. We can really do anything with this medium.
Oh
So,
yeah. Oh yeah. There's so many different things you can do with VTubing. Like for me, I think my reasons are very very shallow. The main reason I wanted to go VTuber was because I was like, having a VTuber anime guy's face on a YouTube thumbnail just looks nice compared to looking
Yeah.
at a normal person's face on a thumbnail, and it's a lot easier just to make thumbnails with my VTuber model. And also, I don't have to have my light shining on my face for facial tracking,
The
which is
blinding
really nice.
look. Yeah. The other thing I feel is that VTubing is like the natural next step for faceless VTubers, which have been a thing since YouTube.
Oh, really? It
Like,
really is.
because like we still don't show our faces, but like I don't know, it adds almost more character than just a stagnant
Exactly.
like just my little YouTube profile circle that shows a small picture of me in the corner.
Oh yeah.
And
100%
even the
agree.
stuff that's come up, like even with PNG tubers, you have this character, and PNG tuber isn't even a new thing. Faceless YouTubers have been doing that for a while. They just didn't call it that. So, like I said, to me, it's a very natural progression. I'm shocked it took this long, honestly, just because of how long people have been doing the just faceless.
Yeah, no, I totally get it. Also, I'm trying to make sure the audio is going through because it looks like it's not. Oh, okay, there it is. Okay, sorry, just trying to make sure my stream audio is actually going through because my stream was being weird.
No worries. A lot of people tell me I'm very quiet on their stream sometimes, so.
I think you'll be fine on mine. I think it sounds good. I will raise you up
Good,
just in
good.
case, though. Just in case. And also lower the music just a little bit more. I just want
Luckily,
that
we're
background
just
music.
talking. I'm not also playing a game, so I'm like right up on my mic. Audio all sounds good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
It's
audio does sound good.
GG.
Hey, it's GG. How you doing? Glad to have you here, GG. Hello, hello. GG was so fun to talk to. You were a blast. Such a wonderful guest. and I really want to reach out and talk to all you guys more. Like I'm so bad about talking to people in general. Like I don't know if you know have this feeling, Ysserion. I like also is there any nickname I can call you by the way?
Yes works.
Yeah, just yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yes. Um, for me, I have this bad problem. So I am perfectly fine with reaching out to strangers. I've become so fine with reaching out to strangers and just be like, "Hey, how's it going?" Because here's the thing: I mean, like my brain goes, "Yeah, if they don't like me, the first impression I make on them, it probably means it just wasn't gonna work out in general." But it's a different feeling towards people that actually know me, even if it's just slightly. It's like I don't want to bother someone and become a pest in their mind because I have so much respect and care about this person. So I don't want to reach out and get closer to them because if I get close to them, I'm scared that they'll hate me.
Oh no. I'm really fairly confident. My issue is I've always been really bad about keeping up with people.
Yeah.
Um, I'm gonna get Spinna doesn't enjoy that I do this, but I very frequently leave the house without my phone. I just don't think about it. My phone will, or my, she'd be like, "Where's your phone?" I'm like, "Oh, it died like 3 days ago, and I haven't seen it."
Oh my god, that's so bad.
I just, yeah, she's gotten used to it. Um, but like, it's just something that's been, I don't know, so characteristic for me my whole life. So I'm shy
Yeah.
around strangers, but once I get to know people, the only reason I don't talk a lot is just because I kind of just forget to initiate conversation.
Yeah, right there is also like that's a big part of me too. A part of me I just forget to initialize, or I just don't know how. Because to me, I'm not a big fan of small talk. I don't like just be
Yeah.
like, "Hey, how's your day going?" I don't like asking that because it's like if that's the only thing you ask someone, you're gonna get like pretty much the same answer every time sometimes, or it's like, or they'll just get annoyed because it's not a great conversation starter. I don't know.
Yeah.
Being reachable 24/7 is exhausting, though. I do agree, GG. It is. Trying to be reachable 24/7 is rough.
No, I will check it when I see it. And if
Yep.
I don't see it, I will apologize when I do.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I totally get that. That is such a good way to live your life, honestly. Oh my god. I hate how for me I just hate how guilty I feel because it's like this talk show gives me a nice chance to talk to people and so I don't feel as guilty when it's like, "Hey, do you want to be on my talk show again?" Because then it's like they'll know I want to talk to them because I want people to know I do want to talk to you. I'm just scared to because I don't know how to is it weird to think as a content creator I don't know how to talk to other content creators if it's not about content?
It's not super weird. I feel like it's like easier to talk about content with content creators because it's something
both
both
both know, yeah.
do. Yeah, exactly. So it's not like, someone just going off on we talked a bit before about instruments, but like if one of us wasn't into instruments, that conversation would be very one-sided.
It very much would be, but you and me, like for me, I don't play as much instruments. I'm more of a digital instrument guy because I just
Yeah.
don't have the skill to play instruments. I've tried. I used to take piano lessons, and the thing that was a struggle for me. I cannot use both my hands at the same time while playing an instrument. It's just too
Gotcha.
hard.
Yeah.
It's like I have to put all my focus into it, and it's hard.
I started on flute. I feel like an instrument, it's a difficult instrument technically, but once you get the hang of it, it's something you don't have to worry about that, and that is the trombone. One
Oh
hand.
boy, one hand.
One hand holds the instrument, the other hand messes with the slide. That's the whole instrument.
Gotcha. That'd probably be fun. I feel like I'd want to learn how to play a saxophone because I think saxophones are just so sexy to listen to.
I like saxophone. I want to get one. But my biggest issue was with the tenor, I think. Barrio is fine. But on tenor, I couldn't get my hand wrapped properly, and I kept pushing the key buttons that change like the obviously the key that you're playing in. by mistake. It's very easy to accidentally hit a button on that.
No, really?
But once you get the hang of it, you get used to it. You have to do like a weird claw grip.
Is playing a flute kind of like playing a recorder? Because I remember I feel like every kid in elementary school is taught how to play the recorder, right?
Recorder's going to be a lot more like a clarinet, but I believe clarinet is not. Yeah, clarinet's not in the C key like a recorder's going to be.
Oh, really? So a clarinet's like off C key. You can't like. Are you not able to play the C key?
You can play the C key. It's just like I don't know what the like history of changing the keys of instruments in orchestra comes from. But
Records aren't anything like a clarinet, says Spinna.
Yeah, I knew she was going to. They are. They're the same shape. One of them is reeded. It is like a fife. That's fair. It is more like a fife.
Sounds like Spinna knows her things about instruments as well, which is something I did not ask her about. I did not know that.
Yes, we actually also own, on top of all of my instruments, we own a bass clarinet that is hers.
Ooh, that's cool.
So.
My brother is a big guitar nut. Like, he knows to play guitar and piano. Meanwhile, I'm only knowing piano, which is the only reason I can make music, like the song I just released today on YouTube.
I feel like piano is such a good fundamental, though, because
it really is.
You have to be able to read music to play the piano in both clefs, and you have to have a fundamental understanding of keys, and that's all music
scales.
Is. So, like, if you know piano, you know enough music theory that other than learning the tactile application on instruments, you can play any instrument if you know piano.
I definitely think I could agree with that. Like, the thing for me is I just need, like, if I just knew how to play different notes on a guitar, I could easily play songs on guitar. But I just don't know. I don't know how to play a different note on a guitar.
Yeah, but it definitely helps. Like, so for guitar, as an example, like, you already know the chords, you know what's going to sound right. So if you play a chord on your guitar, you're gonna be like, that wasn't quite right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think piano's definitely. I did not learn piano. I still don't. Since I can read music, I can like mess around on the piano, but I wouldn't say like I'm a piano player, not a pianist. But I feel like definitely I wish I started on piano, because I feel like that's a huge like advantage for learning instruments.
I definitely would agree with that. Also, the Gigi said recorder funny. It is a very funny instrument to play. Honestly, I'm tempted to like buy a recorder again just to try and make a song. Like, here's like I'm so used to playing with digital instruments. I think it'd be fun to actually get a physical instrument again and try and incorporate it into one of my songs.
There you go. Get a didgeridoo. They're like $30.
Ooh, that could be fun. Or like, what is an instrument that recently I saw that was really fun looking that could be fun to play? And I don't remember what it was. Automaton. We just talked about that. I think it was before the stream, wasn't it? It was before we went live. We talked about instruments, and he was talking about his instrument, how he got the what was it called?
Hurdy-gurdy.
The hurdy-gurdy, yeah, hurdy-gurdy, which is in Sea of Thieves, which is the only reason I know what that instrument is. And then I was telling him about how my brother bought an automaton. And my brother, I think he still has it, but they're really hard to play, apparently. Like, trying to change the pitch and scale.
Changing the octave is a switch on the bottom of it, I think. But it requires two hands to play it, so you have to be, like, ready to switch it.
And that's why, if you see, like, the automaton covers of, like, Country Roads, it's, like, that it takes so much mastering the automaton.
Oh yeah, and I'm sure there's some sound editing or splicing there.
Probably, yeah.
I wouldn't blame them. I would do it.
But yeah, I guess I'll do a little bit of self-promo here. But yeah, I did release a song today on my YouTube called Those Nights. Even though I don't play the game anymore, it is a Genshin Impact fan song that I have had on the back burner for about a year now, since I dropped the game. It is a song that actually has me singing. I don't sing in my music typically. That's a new, more recent thing. And yes, I know it's hard to understand. I have to auto-tune the hell out of my voice because I do not know how to sing.
Singing's hard.
It is. It's very hard, which is why I'm glad I had a female singer offer to sing a little bit of it. She did it as a joke, And then I was like, that's actually good. So I secretly incorporated the song until I finished it. I'm like, hey, I have something to show you. And so I showed her, and she like started tearing up because she's like, this sounds so good.
Oh yeah.
I'm good at dance music. That's my style. I make like music that gets you up and want to
Nice.
like
Yeah.
move your hips and jump off the ground. What kind of music do you make or like play more so?
Um, I'm kind of all over the place. I haven't been really like playing my instruments lately. Just a lot going on, and I've been building up the collection. Haven't really had time to warm it up. Previously, I did a lot of was in a ska band when I was young. Did jazz, orchestra, and now I mostly try and do like I don't know. It depends on the instrument because some instruments are better at certain genres than others. So like I have a hand pan, and I'm not gonna sit here and do ska on my hand pan. I kind of go more for a vibe on that.
Dude, make dubstep using
But
a steel drum.
yes.
Just like, or better yet, make dubstep using a pan flute. Use
I
tropical
have a pan
instruments.
flute. I have
Oh,
I think 28 pipe pan flute, handmade.
oh my god, I love pan flutes mainly because the digital instrument when I play them, they sound so nice.
I know it was done digitally, but the one thing I want to be able to do the most on my pan flute is I can't remember the name of the song. Let me see if I can't figure it out.
Mayonnaise is not an instrument, so therefore do not make dubstep using mayonnaise.
I think you could. I think anything's an instrument if you really try.
Any hole is a goal. Any instrument, anything can be an instrument if you want it to be.
Yeah, exactly. Like you can make tones with mayonnaise if
Sample the squirt. I mean, I could, I guess. I'm never saying
okay.
words again, says Gigi. She said sample the squirt, and she said I'm never saying words again.
Yeah, that's probably
Oh my god, dude. It
the
reminds
file
me.
select for Mario 64 is what the song I was thinking of.
Oh.
That is what I know it's done digitally. I don't think I can play it on my pan flute the way my pan flute's set up, but I desperately want to play it on my pan flute.
Dubstep with mayonnaise. Instead of wub wub, it would be glub glub.
Yes.
More like glorp glorp.
Glurp glurp.
Oh my god, dude. I remember in my song I made for Neanners, I made a song for her too. And that one, the kick is actually a sample of her hitting her like slamming her desk. And that was the kick. And then I also sampled her going like like a breathy, like I can't do it like it's like a and,
Yeah.
and I used that as part like to go with the clap to kind of give it a bit more oomph.
Nice, nice.
I don't know. I like just all my music's kind of just experimental. Like it's a hobby.
Yeah.
It's not something I'm taking seriously.
That's definitely how I feel. I haven't fully gotten it into my VTubing aspect just because, like I said, I want to get practiced on it. Hurdy-gurdy, for instance, I have to get that taken in, tuned, identified because the seller's not talking to me.
Yeah, which is just that sucks because you don't know what keys or what. You know what strings do what and what key. It's
Yeah,
supposed to be in.
exactly. So it's hard to tune when I don't know what key it's supposed to be in because
Yeah.
I know it doesn't sound right, or I know like for a while last night when I was messing with it, I had one of the drones right.
Yeah.
But I couldn't tell exactly the note. I don't have perfect pitch. I have a decent pitch, but definitely not perfect. And,
I don't have perfect pitch either. Like
yeah.
I've had a lot of practice doing it, like because I tend to grab a song I like and I just try to recreate it in FL Studio. And then I basically just kind of match the key to what I'm hearing, and I'd like to think I've gotten really good over the years at doing that.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going by ear, but like bit by bit. I've definitely reverse engineered a lot of songs on a keyboard.
Oh yeah, I think keyboard's good for that.
It's definitely like with piano and stuff. It's definitely the best way I've found to like do that. And the other one for me is trombone, but that's just because I've played it for so long that it's like I just have an inherent knowledge of like, oh, this should go. If I move the slide here, this is the note I'm gonna play. That sounds like it's gonna be right.
Yeah, yeah. I just remembered. I wanted to ask you. Speaking of VTubing, what got you into VTubing? Or like, like what inspired you to become a VTuber?
Honestly, I've always tried streaming on and off for pretty much since Twitch has been around. A little late, like 2010-ish maybe. But since it really started like picking up, and I always preferred faceless, and I don't know, I really like the medium of VTubing. I liked that I could stay faceless. I liked that I could add character to it. And I like that that character could have my own personal touches and I can build up on it as opposed to just flat having nothing
Nothing
there.
on screen, yeah.
Yeah.
I know some streamers still pull that off. Like you got like there's plenty who just don't, who've never shown their faces, like
Oh,
on
definitely.
streams. I mean, there's some who do have shown the face, just don't show face cam, like Smitty and RT Game are ones that come to my mind.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I totally get that. Were there any VTubers in particular that like inspired you, or like that you learned of VTubing through them?
I don't think there's anyone I really learned VTubing from. What introduced me to the VTubing scene was like a lot of people, I just saw Hololive, and that kind of like showed me what VTubing is. But a lot
Yeah.
of it was like, I don't know. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, and then we learned more about it, and I was like, oh, that's kind of like what I want to do. But like I said, it lets me add this character to it to attach to it. And I know there are definitely people out there who, don't need that. They can just be faceless and rock it. But I don't know. I feel like it helps me get into the right mindset, seeing the model there, seeing it move and going, I am streaming, I am live, that's me.
And there are
Let's
things
do
that can help
this.
boost confidence, and that can be other people, that can be looking at something. Like the only reason I've started developing an interest in possibly start doing ASMR is because people have been really loving the different voices I've been pulling out. I just have fun pulling out weird impressions and weird things, like turning pulling on the late night talk show and just chat like this and be like, "Hello there, yes, welcome to the talk show. This is what's your genesis." It's just like pull out like a more not sensual, but more like somber. I don't know, just a more delayed back voice.
Yeah, definitely.
Or and speaking of voices, I have something to ask you in a sec. But another example. Also, yes, welcome raiders. So I want to say I do have alerts currently disabled because I don't like them interrupting my talk show. I don't like interrupting my guests by hearing a raid sound and then I'm like, hey, I can't hear you. So I have them disabled. And same with sound alerts. But thank you so much, Exploding Toast, for the raid. Much appreciated. Welcome, Raiders. Glad to have you here. Hope you enjoy the talk show. Currently chatting here with Ysserion, a Lamia VTuber, who is 9 feet tall and takes up the entirety of my couch.
It's a comfy couch, though.
It is. Thank you. It is a very comfy couch. I'm very happy that I bought it. Figured I'd send them back to you. Thank you, I appreciate that. I did raid you. That is right. I did a stream before this, surprise stream, because some friends talked me into playing Don't Starve. So I streamed that for a bit. Then I raided Toast, and now she's raided me back.
Nice.
It was fun. But yes, no. Another of the voice that I have fun doing is Rusty Spoons. I have salad fingers.
Old salad fingers.
It's so fun pulling out that voice. I even had a chat redeem whenever I was in VR chat, so people could redeem 5 minutes of me being stuck as salad fingers, and I'd have to go around. And they also did ASMR voice to stack it, so I had to go around as ASMR salad fingers for an hour.
Just do a whole ASMR salad finger stream. We can both have our cursed ASMR streams.
Exactly what I was about to bring up. I was about to like segue into is the fact that you have a goal. I believe it's 600 followers, right?
Yes.
600
followers. I promised a friend that I would finally do. I've joked about the idea for years now. I mean, like 3-4 years. And someone told me if I hit 600 followers, I have to do it. So I will be doing my Tusken Raider ASMR.
I'm so excited for that. I want that so bad.
It started as a joke, got like a long time ago.
That someone was Misa Spinna.
She's one of them for sure. Uh,
Oh man.
I've had really like 3 people who are like, just go for it. I'm
So the
like,
thing
okay.
is, so what's the difference between a Tuscan Raider and Tuscan Raider ASMR?
The microphone for sure,
Being
and
as
the
close.
well, so we do have a Free Space 3DO ready to go. I do
Ooh.
have to set it up, but
Oh
I haven't
man.
busted. I've unpackaged it. I haven't messed with it yet, just because things have been busy and hectic here. Moving to a new castle and then busy season with work. So it's
Yeah.
been like I haven't really had time to mess with it. Plan on doing it soon, but it's definitely gonna be pre-recorded. I don't want to. I'm not bold enough to do an ASMR stream with an
Yeah.
ASMR microphone,
But like a video.
but definitely to do a video. I've got plans for it, but I don't want to spoil them.
No,
Uh,
don't spoil him. Don't spoil him. Keep
yeah,
him close to your
exactly,
chest, because someone else might steal it from you.
exactly. And there's definitely I'm proud of the ending I wrote. So
Oh man, I cannot wait. I'm so excited for that. Oh my god. Oh man. I'm also it makes me think. I'm tempted to make a promise to my community as well. Like if they help pitch in for the 3DO microphone or whatever, I might do, it might be a video or a stream where I do like a butler ASMR where I act like a butler.
yeah,
Mainly, I'll be honest, there's something fun about flustering women, even if I'm not trying to flirt with them. It's just something fun about flustering them with a deep voice, because not a lot of people. I like to think my natural voice isn't very deep and not very seductive, I guess. But I've been told that when I lower my voice, that it can be quite nice.
there you go.
So
Yeah.
it's helped boost my confidence a lot to use that voice when people respond positive to that. It makes me go, maybe I should do ASMR. If
Nailed it.
I might cringe. I would cringe at myself afterwards, but I feel like I'd do it for the fun of it. Maybe a one-time thing.
I have heard honestly from people who do ASMR that even people who do ASMR, they'll listen themselves and go, "Oh God, I said that."
Yeah.
So I mean,
Oh man, I could. The thing is, if I also get that mic, I could actually make a say something ASMR voice. I could actually make that redeem more accurate, because instead I can make it so I actually have an ASMR mic that I swap to for the ASMR.
just switch channels. Yeah.
I feel like that could be fun. I don't know how would that transition on OBS? Does OBS know when you have a mic that has like stereo?
Yeah, OBS can handle left ear, right ear. I think it has to be channels. I have to double check
I have to
because I
figure that
haven't really
out.
messed with mine.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
But
That's something I'd have to learn about, because I do want to give it a try. I think it'd be fun, honestly.
it does have one plugin. Like it's just an XLR mic.
Yeah, which is a thing that
So
I need to get an XLR setup, so
yeah.
that as well. Because I just use a bare bones USB Blue Snowball right now.
Yeah. I would say for a first XLR, I'd go with like something like a Behringer. It's like $30.
Oh really?
You shouldn't need a cloud lifter with an ASMR mic. But yeah, just something like it's like a $30 little thing that has 2 XLR ports.
Gotcha. Rode is
Rode
a
is
good
a good
XLR
XLR.
starter?
I've heard that as well, yeah.
I'll have to look into it
Rode
then.
or Behringer are like the two that you kind of just if you're not sure where to start on XLR, I would start there
Yeah.
and see how you like using XLR.
Also, I just thought about
So,
this. The timing on this is kind of nuts. So the video I'm actually trying to approve right now is my talk show episode with Spinna, because I'm trying to. I'm now trying to pay editors to edit down certain talk show episodes into highlight videos, like so that way I can have like funny moments if it was a really good episode. Like if
yeah.
there are a lot of good jokes thrown around and all that. And the episode with Spinna is pretty good. Mainly it's still more chill, but I still think it's funny. She freaking kink shamed me on my own goddamn talk show. Which is the whole idea of the
So
episode.
rude.
That's what I'm gonna title it, is Spinna kink shamed me on my talk show. Or this VTuber kink shamed me on my talk show.
I can't believe she'd walk into your house and
And
kink
just
shame.
told me how disgusting feet were.
For shame.
For shame, Spinner. For shame. Just ring the bell and go shame.
Yeah.
Shame. Spinner, you
I'll
are
ring the bell.
funny. I disagree there. I do think you're more chill. I think, honestly, Spinner, I think that's probably why I enjoy talking to you so much. I think you and me have a very similar personality. We're more relaxed than we are funny. But we do think we have our moments of being funny. My husband doesn't even have any feet. That's true. In fact, you know
True.
what? I'll show that off real quick, you know? He does have quite the long tail.
Yes.
A very majestically long tail, though. Man, don't mind me using powers of levitation that I may or may not have. That is not canon.
I don't mind. It happens.
Let's see. Long boy. He is a very long boy. Listen, I may be a foot person, but I also do like my Lamias. Although I swing towards female Lamias. So I don't think here, spin. You don't have to worry. I'm not here to steal your husband.
Oh, she has to worry. It's just now from you. She knows.
She knows. I
She
was
knows.
told you have like a male harem building up around you.
I do. It happens.
Oh my god, I'm attracted to bread. That's fair, Toast. That's fair. Jen, you get king shamed all the time in your streams. Yes, I do. You're not wrong. That's very fair. That's what happens when you're one of the very few people who admit you have a foot fetish. And you don't use it as a joke in your community. I basically become the joke. People just like to make fun of me. For that reason.
It's because they're already on the topic and you just kind of walked in. It's like walking through an archery competition with a bullseye shirt.
Kinda, yeah, pretty much.
They were already shooting down range.
Yeah, that's why my friend. I still think the joke that broke me the most was my friend Quizzy. I lost to a game at chess at him, and he was like, you know what? Why a foot guy like you keeps losing at chess? And I asked him why. He goes, "It's because you like the taste of defeat."
Oh no.
The pun was so strong and
No.
his delivery was so good that I couldn't stop laughing. I want to recreate that in VR chat if I get a VR chat model, and I just want to have like recreate that moment, so lose to him at chess and like make a TikTok or YouTube short skit out of it. But I need
Absolutely.
to find someone who can make me a VR chat model that's not going to scam me.
Yeah, that's always scary. I was worried about that with my whole VTuber model because I didn't do a lot of research and I found my artist on Fiverr. So
Vroid? I might look into that. I don't know how easy Vroid is, but Fiverr, yeah, Fiverr's a good one.
it scared me. It definitely scared me.
I think
reached out
Fiverr's
to a
better than
guy on
Twitter.
Twitter is where I'm going to go next time because I feel like it's easier to see what they do.
I had got scammed because somebody, I mean, to be fair, I bought a $120 model from them. I never got a refund, but I didn't want the model because they showed me the line art and it looked like they drew me as Mario. They gave me a big nose. It looked like something I could have drawn. It looked like something
All right,
I
but
could have
the
drawn.
Mario nose would be pretty dope. Go with the Wario mustache.
Oh my
Easy.
god. Jesus.
No one would ever forget you.
Let's see. Walked in. Let's see. Wait, walked in? What walked in? What, Spinna walked in? Yes, walked in and she chose violence on my talk show. Oh my god. It's okay. He has lots of boyfriends. Like, I have a lot of wives. That's very fair.
That's true.
I don't know what I have yet. I don't know if I'm gonna have a harem or if I'm gonna be a lone single all my life. We'll see.
The harems that happen purely by accident. You're just talking.
That's
and
true.
It's just like, oh, this is one of my boyfriends now.
Oh man. Also, as Toast said, at least you're open about it. I commend that. So many closet foot fetish people walk among us. Very wrong. You're very true about that. There's so many people that I think are just too scared because they think they're going to be ashamed of it. It's just, I grew up and I decided I'm not going to be ashamed of it because it's a part of who I am. And I don't think it's disgusting. At least, especially because here's the thing. Unlike some, like, it's so weird. Because Spinna also said that she understands people wanting to, like, lick boots more than lick feet.
That's just a degradation thing.
Or
humiliation.
Okay, maybe it's just because I don't like being humiliated. That's why I don't understand it. Because it's like, I may be more submissive, but I don't want to be humiliated. I'm not into that.
Yeah, shit.
Let's see. Vroid is how I made my model. It's pretty easy. I might have to look into it then. If you guys are all saying it's easy, maybe someone like me can make this model in Vroid fairly easily.
I have definitely heard very good things about Vroid. I believe one of my friends made his own in Vroid. His own too. I'm not sure.
Oh, wait.
I would have to ask him.
Oh, gotcha. Wait, no. When you were saying about feet and Yss said you walked in, just a good choice of words. Oh, I see. Gotcha, the pun.
Yeah. People like me, we don't walk anywhere.
No, you slither.
Nope.
There's no sneaky snake. It's such a cursed voice clip or cursed clip. Just, oh, I'm a sneaky snake.
I'm a sneaky snake.
I'm a sneaky snake.
I do that when I was telling you before I play a lot of like battle royales with friends and stuff, Apex. And whenever I have to hide in a corner, I'll do that. Like if I have to hide for an extended period of time.
Oh, that's so good. That's so fitting for you. It's so fitting. Oh, I love it. Also, hello there, Zhang Yu. How are you doing? Sound alerts are disabled before you do anything. Sound alerts are disabled. Zhang Yu likes to come in here and he throws bits at me with the sound alerts, but I turn those off during my talk show. So I want to make sure he doesn't throw money at me in that way. I do appreciate throwing money, Zhang Yu, but you don't have to. I do appreciate it, but I just appreciate you dropping in. Fuck you, he says, fuck you, bye. I'm sorry I don't have your toys on a sound alerts. Oh my god. Oh my god, who knows? I mean, you can always pitch towards the ASMR streams I'll be doing in the future. I do have a throne set up for that. I just don't advertise it, because I don't... Here's the thing. I guess I'd like to make more income off Twitch. I just don't like asking for it.
Yeah.
Like, yes, I know that I'm technically doing this all entertaining people for free, but I don't like ask for money. I'm not the kind of streamer to go, $5. You don't have $5 to spare.
What a time that was.
Oh
I remember that.
I do too. It's like, and it still gets spread around. Anytime you see a VTuber like that's saying, I feel so bad about getting money from you, like you don't have to do that. It's always followed up by $5. She's so infamous for that clip. I don't even know who that woman was.
Just subbing is really enough, honestly. It means so much to get a sub.
It really is.
And being like, oh, thank you guys. Like,
and gifted subs are nice because it gets rid of ads for people.
Yeah, exactly. They get less ads, and then it's like the most direct way to support.
Was it? This might have been Spin who said this. I don't know if it was Spin, but I think someone on some VTuber was like that Twitch is offering people to start charging subs, or like they're trying to make it so subs still have to watch ads. Like it's a new setting apparently they're thinking about implementing.
Yeah, I've seen it. I think they're trying to push their, I forget what it's called. Was it Twitch Turbo? I think they're trying to push people to take Twitch Turbo.
Basically, they want more money to be incoming directly to Twitch and not through their actual people.
There's an old program. Not a lot of people. It's like one of the
Gotcha.
It's one of those unspoken things that just exist on Twitch, but isn't like nobody talks about.
Here's the thing. YouTube Premium is awesome. I like YouTube Premium. I've had it ever since it was. I've had it even back when it was called YouTube Red. I got it when it first pretty much was announced. Reason being, for one, I didn't know how to install an ad blocker. Two, YouTube Premium lets you download videos on your phone for the go. So it's great for like plane trips or stuff like that. Like if you're on the go and it's like you're not going to have internet connection. It's nice to have something you can download a video to.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I have absolutely used that in the past for like a long travel.
Let's see. Honestly, I should use Turbo. I should probably too, honestly, Spinner. You're not wrong. I should probably use it too. And I've heard Turbo is good, but subbing still gets you to sweet illness. Exactly.
Yes, absolutely.
Like the one that my friend Esmer made for me. It's my one and only animated emote, but I love it. It's my active wiggle emote. I love it so much. If you want to buy one of these, I'm going to shout her out anytime I can. I want her to get rich off these. She has set up a wiggle emote for $25. You can commission this wiggle emote for $25, And it also works as a Discord reactive image, which I might have here. Is this it? Gen Wiggle? Yep, here it is. I just turned it on right here. This Wiggle emote is only $25 if you look on the stream. Whenever I talk, so it's a reactive image, too. It's awesome. I will always shout her out. Her name on Twitter, let me go find it real quick, because I want her to get successful. She's trying to, basically, she saw how expensive people were making these Wiggle emotes, and these Wiggle emotes, she sells them for very cheap, for only $25. So yeah, she's awesome. And that's
I was trying to wiggle with the emote.
Yeah, I saw that. I just wasn't saying anything. I saw that. I saw you vibing with the wiggle. Oh my god.
It's hard to keep up.
I need to go through my settings again on VTube Studio, because my model is very stiff, because I got sick. Because every time I'd like lean back, my model lose tracking and then take up the whole screen.
Oh, you're using, I think it's VBridger that does that.
I don't think I use VBridger. I just use default VTube Studio. I don't know if VBridger is like a plugin for VTube Studio.
Yeah, because Spinna was having that issue where she'd get up and like full leave the room.
Yeah.
And it would just zoom in.
So look for a person to make my avatar. Need a really good person. Need one for my profile picture and banner. Asper's a good one. She also does VTuber models. She charges $500 for one. She's not my model author though. If you like, my model author, Mr. Strickland, made my model. He's awesome. Really like him, and his new model is really cool. Like, he's got a new one that he's coming out. He's really improved. And if you know someone, DM me on Twitter. Okay, I can DM you some people. I know some good artists. I've worked with a couple. I don't commission very often, because here's the thing. I'm trying to, like, I completely forgot I was going to say this. I was trying to segue into this, but I'm trying to pay editors to make highlight videos. I know I was trying to say this, but I didn't get fully into it. Any money I get off Twitch, I'm trying to pour now into paying a bunch of editors to edit for me, because here's the thing. People know I'm a good editor. I've been told I'm very good at editing videos. The thing is, I'm slow. I'm slow as all hell when it comes to editing. I have ADHD. I get easily distracted, and I burn out very quickly. Like, I can subtitle a 1-minute clip and immediately want to just lay down in bed the rest of the day.
Just be like, I'm done.
Yeah. So I'm trying to find a bunch of like editors I can start commissioning until I find the right ones to subtitle my content and like edit for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Because I want to be more successful, but my YouTube channel is dead because I don't upload frequently.
It is brutal. You can use something called
Rev.com. Rev.com. Why does that sound familiar? Transcribe. You know what's funny? I was going to actually apply. I actually applied to become a subtitler for Rev. And my account kind of broke on me, and then YouTube started recommending videos telling me that Rev just doesn't pay people well. So I don't know if I would want to use that. And it makes the SRT file of subtitles. Oh, it does? Huh. I might look more into it then. What can you use the SRT files for? Probably not. It's really good. I have heard bad things about the pay conditions. I have heard that. So I do know that is a thing. But I do think they might be good. Like when I used it when I worked corporate. SRT is like subtitle files. Gotcha. Yeah. Here's the thing for me. I like animating my subtitles. I like being a pest.
Little razzle dazzle.
Yeah, like I like them popping in on screen and also tracking people's heads. I like going the extra mile. Premiere Pro has an AI subtitle? Do they? Maybe I need to get Premiere Pro. Maybe I need to finally give in and buy Premiere Pro.
Yeah.
Then again, I just need to stop editing my own content. I need to start paying other people. I need to find an editor that I can work with who fits me.
Yeah.
Even if they're
Someone
expensive.
Who catches your stuff.
Game changer? It is, yeah. AI subtitling, probably game changing. I'll keep that in mind, GG. Thank you for letting me know about that. I've been hearing about AI and all that. Gonna look into that too. Yeah, remember, folks, it's morally correct. It's always morally correct to pirate Adobe products. Here's what it's just the thing is I'm so sick of subscription content. Like if it's a streaming service, I'm fine with it. But when it's like Adobe, it's like just let me buy freaking power.
Just buy out.
Let me just buy freaking. I almost said PowerPoint. What's it called?
They used to have you able to buy Pro. Did they get rid of it?
I don't know. Like I want to be able to just purchase it forever. Lifetime purchase. Lifetime purchases are what I want. I don't want to be in debt paying for all these programs, dude.
Yeah.
$1.50 per minute for video audio translations.
I have definitely sailed the high seas for Premiere before.
Let's see, 99% on $1.50. Trying to think, $1 for 10 minutes that's only $10. It's actually not bad. Huh. That might be good if I do that with Rev. Maybe I will use Rev. I'll give it a try, maybe, with one video. I'll give it, like, do a test with that. You just outright buy it and not spend $1 million every year? Exactly. Man. I don't know. Like, I hate this, because here's the thing. I've always been a very ambitious content creator. I just am also a very lazy content creator.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm ambitious as hell.
I feel that.
Do you feel that?
It's just I get so like I have all the stuff I can do for content, but then I just don't turn the camera on and do the thing.
Yeah, you should.
Like
yeah,
I'm just doing the thing with the camera off, and I'm like, yeah, easy. And I'm like, oh, I could be making content with this.
That is honestly why I hate sitting in my Discord just after streams. That's one of the reasons, because anytime I sit in my Discord, the funniest shit happens. I'm just like, fuck, if I just recorded that. It's like just my natural conversation with my friends tends to be some of the funniest moments.
Yeah.
Also, Zhengyu, are you piecing out? All right, have a good one, Zhengyu. Thanks for dropping in.
Bye-bye.
Let's see. But yeah, it's like I want to make all this content. I just don't have the time to do it myself with a full-time job. And even if I didn't have a full-time job, I gotta be brutally honest, I wouldn't have the time to make it myself anyways. I'm slow. I need to find someone who has more passion and skill at editing than I do.
Yeah, someone who's really like that's their thing.
That's their thing. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm a jack of all trades. I make music, I edit videos, I stream, I do all this crap. But there's nothing I'm a master at. I'm what is the phrase? It's something of all but master of none.
Jack of all trades, master of none.
Yeah, that's literally the phrase. Yeah. Jack of all trades, master of none. I have all these skills. Yeah, jack of all trades, master of none. Yep, exactly. It's like I'm not gonna be the best content creator people can watch, not by myself. That's why I definitely like. Honestly, I've thought about joining a VTuber agency. I've even applied to one in the past. Won't say it because guess what? You're not supposed to say what you applied to.
Oh yeah.
And that goes out to the people who have literally posted their audition tapes to publicly.
I tell a very select group of my friends when I audition, or like I'll show them the audition and be like, "Should I re-record?"
Yeah.
But outside of a handful, nobody knows. No one knows what I've auditioned or haven't auditioned for.
Yeah, it's like for me, I want to get a team behind me. Like I want to have a team like editors, thumbnail artists, people who can actually export my VODs off Twitch so I don't have to do it myself, because it's such an easy process, but it's like, it literally takes like 5 minutes, but to me, I put it off for like days because I'm like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff I don't want to do that I just want to hand off to someone else so I can do more things. Like, hell, I would love to do more with you, Gigi, Toast, and Chat, Spinna. Like, I feel like it'd be fun to have, like, and also, I really, like, I feel like it'd be fun to set up, like, a competition between you and Spinna. Like, have you both on and, like, compete against each other for something.
Oh, I'll win.
You'll win.
Absolutely fight.
You'll win. You'll beat her.
Yeah, we'll fight right now.
It's like, I want to do all these things. No, she says. No. Oh my god. Careful. Yes, you don't want to be sleeping on the couch tonight.
I'll be fine.
You'll be fine. No, I don't want to, she says.
She can try and stop me.
Then how about this? I've also thought I really do want to have a team competition. Like have like teams of 2 or 3 against each other, and like they come up with their own name for their team, and then I have them compete in a game show. Because I do want to be a game show. It's just getting everything ready for a game show is so time consuming.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Whether that's live or if you're just recording it. Teamwork?
Yeah.
Teams work, we'd kill. Oh, man.
I don't know. I think we have terrible teamwork.
That's so mean. That's so mean. Are you guys married?
We are.
That's like the ultimate form of teamwork is making marriage.
It's like exactly next week, actually, is our anniversary.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Thank you, thank
Congrats to both of you on the
Yes.
anniversary. He's an asshole. That's how he shows he loves me.
It's true.
I like you. So I'm having a blast chatting with you. You're fun.
Absolutely. This is fun. This is nice.
Oh man. Ah man. I'm looking forward also. I'm hoping, and the thing is I reached out. I don't want to oust her but I did reach out to somebody who I told Spinna I want to talk to, but I assume I didn't get a response because of the fact she probably gets a lot of DMs on Twitter, and my DM probably went to the pile of some people that you don't follow who have messaged you.
That happens a lot on Twitter.
Because there's a VTuber but that Spinna was hyping up. I was like, you need to talk to her. And it's like,
Yeah.
I want to. I'd love to talk to her. And I
As
really
a
do.
Busy bee.
Yes. Also, they could also just be busy as all hell, which is very
Absolutely.
understandable. Here's the thing. I love to talk to people, and I love to plan on their own terms. You know?
Yeah.
That's why I always ask what time works for you. And I try to also give them my schedule, because here's the thing. I'm down for whenever. I just want to make it work for them.
Yeah.
And I also don't want to put anyone in a position where it feels like they have to be on the show, which is another reason why I don't like... I will sometimes... I'll add people on Twitter, be like, hey, I'd love to have you on the show. But it's not... the reason I ever do that publicly is just because I physically cannot DM them.
Yeah.
It's like, even if I'm following them, I
happens.
can't DM them. And it's like, they just have DMs disabled. And it's like, I wanted... I let them know I want them on the show. It's like, I'm hoping I eventually get my name around the VTube community, so that way just me adding people on Twitter will like be like, oh, Jen wants me on his show. Like, if people get excited to be on my show, that'll make me so happy.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's kind of like, maybe I don't know if it's nice to call my show bland. Maybe it is kind of bland. I don't really do much else than talk to people, but I think it's fun listening to people
I don't
talk.
know. I definitely like the more freeform approach. I feel a lot are very structured, and there's nothing wrong with the structure either. But it's nice to just have this like very open floor kind of approach.
Open floor. So you could come in and be like, all right, Jen, I'm gonna bring it to the. What I'm gonna bring to the table is all these Tusken Raider sounds, and and we're gonna talk about them. We're gonna talk about what they mean and what the context and the lore behind each Tusken Raider moan means.
Haven't done the research on that yet, but it's coming.
It's coming.
I will study every audio clip of a Tusken Raiders out there.
I couldn't even try to replicate a Tusken Raider sound.
I definitely
Ads, god damn it, Twitch.
I don't do a lot of impressions, but the ones I do are all kind of out there. It's just, I don't know, I find them funnier.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ad jail. I'm gonna say this in chat for those people who can't hear. I'm sorry for ad jail. Blame Twitch.
Yeah.
I blame Twitch because I think the way Twitch handles ads is atrocious. I think it's the worst way ads have ever been handled in any streaming service.
Oh yeah. I it's just rough too, because like you can sit there and be like, no more ads, and Twitch is like, okay,
Ads.
but what if I did?
Exactly. Exactly. It sucks. It's like you can turn off ads, but it won't actually turn them off.
Yeah, I don't feel like I have the control, like the little slider that lets me change how many ads play. Like there's 2 to 7, I think.
Yeah.
And I have mine set to like the bare minimum, and someone's gotten 5 ads on my stream before, and I'm like, that is not my setting, I assure you.
It's like, it's because I think Twitch just ignores that setting. I think they
That's what I
literally.
mean. It's a placebo. It's a fake setting.
Yeah. My theory is Twitch only they only care about that last setting, and if you actually have it enabled, then they'll give you a bonus. But if you don't have it enabled, they're like, well, we know you only want like 30 seconds of ads, and that's it. But
But what if 2 minutes and you're like,
2 minutes, full 3 minutes. God damn.
Full 3 minutes. Yeah, see, we.
It's like I could have the lowest setting enabled and it would still do that. I've had that
Yep.
happen. At this point, I gave up. Like, I have left Twitch for many reasons. Like, I only recently basically been coming back to Twitch, if only because it's easier to download the VODs if I need to download them, and also it's easier to save them in a way. You can't download YouTube videos, and you can't clip them very easily either. It sucks.
I think they've added a new clip tool. I haven't messed with it.
Oh, the clip
But
tool
a
on
little-
YouTube is kind of bad. I've tried it. It's
Okay.
bad.
I was just say, yeah, I haven't messed with it, but I do
It's
know
just for
they've
sharing to
added it.
social media because I don't think you can even find
Oh.
all the clips you've made. I don't think there's any like clips library. So it's like you can't go and look at all the clips you've made. You have to save the link if you want to go back to that clip. It's bad. It's a bad system.
Make yourself a little private playlist.
Pretty much. Finally back. Welcome back, Spinner. We've been talking about how shitty Twitch's ad system is.
Yeah.
It's like, here's the thing. Ads, the only reason like commercials even work in TV is because they kind of plan commercial breaks. Streamers can't plan around Twitch's breaks or ad breaks. Not easily.
Yeah.
You can change ad density. We were just talking about that. You can, but Twitch doesn't care.
Yeah, mine's set to the minimum, and I've definitely seen people stuck for more than the minimum.
It sucks. It sucks. I just want to have ads off in general. Because the thing is, ads don't even give much. It's like you can have ads on maximum settings, and you still only get like 10 cents.
Yep. I don't think it's like I said. But ads are how they make their money. I get that. I just wish. I don't know. I do wish they would let us do ad break if we're gonna do their weird incentive program that forces us to have ads.
Yeah, don't they have a thing now with Twitch's partner program? You have to run a set amount of ads in order to be a Twitch partner now.
Haven't looked into it. My aspirations are very low.
That's
know.
fair.
I don't super keep up with everything that's going on. I know it's important too as a content creator, but I approach this much more as a hobby than a career for me. I'm very fortunate that I can do so, but because of that, I definitely just take a very lax approach to all of it.
The thing is, I've been grinding, but I have also been taking lax. So it's like because the thing is, I like it as a hobby, but I would not mind it if it was my career.
Yeah.
And I will admit that that's the main reason I do make videos and all that. I would love to make this my career so I could just continue to entertain people and increase and up my game. Be like, all right, game shows are getting more I'm gonna have a proper stage for game shows, have presentations, I have a team for setting up the game show questions so I don't have to do that part.
Yeah, and definitely I just know myself, and without the corporate fear of getting fired, I would take way too much time off.
Way too much time off for Twitch.
Just if content creation was my sole income, I would definitely take more days off from content creation if I didn't have that capitalist fear of losing my job.
Yeah.
So I keep my career because I know it's steady income and I'm afraid to lose the job.
And
but if I wasn't afraid, if I'm my own boss because I make my own content, I'm gonna be like, what's another week without content?
Yeah, no, and I do that already, and I'm not even full time. So I already know what you mean. Again, hence why I keep saying if I want to set up a team, so I have less reason to not want to do this.
Yeah.
That way I can just continue to push things out and not be left all alone. Also, hello there, Nubia. How you doing? I'll be having her on the talk show soon. That'll be fun.
Woo.
I'm very glad to have you here. And Gigi's he's just like me for real. I'm pretty sure she's talking about you. You would love to be a full-time content creator, but you don't want to lose your
Yeah, definitely. I'm very comfortable with where I am with my job. it's what let me get the model in the first place for VTubing. And like
Yeah.
I know, so it's like I'm already living comfortably. If I could make money off of VTubing, cool. But I think that would just be extra money or just feeding into itself as a hobby, like
Yeah. For
get
me,
something crazy. You know, if I was somehow just blew up overnight, if I blew up overnight and had a ton of monetization for no reason, it would probably 100% just go back into this as like a, you know what? Let's go crazy with it. Like, why not?
oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh man. It's like it's not like it's the end of the world because you have fun and have a job. Exactly.
Yeah.
I have fun doing this too. That's why it's like I enjoy doing this, and it's why I try not to grind too hard. It's why lately I've only been streaming like 2 to 3 times a week, and I would for a
Yeah.
long while I was streaming like 6 to 7 days a week.
Oh
But
no.
I can't do that anymore. It's like I'm so exhausted on my work days that it's like I can only really stream on my days off now.
Yeah. That's how I am too. So I could stream on a work day, but I've had to cancel a lot because like I don't know, I almost feel bad if I'm low energy and I turn on. Not just low energy, but like cuz I can have a low energy like vibe stream.
Yeah.
Um but there are days where I just want to like almost go catatonic and just play like Civ 6 in silence for
Oh
hours on
yes,
end.
yes.
And I'm not going to want to watch that, so I'm not going to want other people to ask to watch it. Like I'm not even I don't want to look at chat. I don't want to
Well, and it's exactly why I was like when I said that about content creators earlier. Like it's easier for me to message them when it's about content. It's because to me, how I view content creation. Maybe I'm weird for thinking this way. When I'm streaming, is the moment I'm like I can finally hang out with my friends. This is awesome. When I'm not
yeah.
streaming, I'm either a thinking, God, I need to relax, so I'm just gonna binge watch an entire anime or binge read a whole book series, or
Mhm.
B, I want to sleep. It's like I can't. I would love to spend more time hanging out with my community in my Discord, but I just
yeah.
or talk and calls with friends, DM them. But it's like the moment I'm streaming is the moment I'm like, okay, this is the time I want to spend time with my friends and chat with them and catch up, because I kind of make that time fit, like I merge them together just because it's easier for me. It's like I feel like I know what I'm doing, and it's easier for me to, because what the basically how I'm describing it is, if I'm on stream and I'm being friendly with you, it means I think of you as a friend. Like that is me being like you
Yeah.
are truly someone I'm being friendly with. I'm like, because if I'm invited, if you thinking, oh, Jen only invites me to stream with me, but he only wants me for content, that's not it. It's the only time I have the energy to hang out with you, and that's not your fault. It's my fault. That's how my
Yeah.
brain is wired.
I definitely I don't know. I think I broke it early. I've been an online gamer, like MMOs, since 2007. So for me, it's a lot more. I could just like hang out with people. I still do 3 MMOs semi-actively.
Yeah.
One of them I'm very active, but so like, and those are all different people. So I'm used to that. But definitely, even with VTubing, something that like I usually do, especially if I'm going to be playing a game for a collaboration, is I usually try and meet up before. It's like we're doing a talk show. I'd rather just hit the report off a little before call
Oh,
and
I do that
fly
all the
with
time.
it
That's
in.
why I try. It's like
Yeah,
that's why
but
I call 20 to 30 minutes beforehand, and I'm like I get the vibe right, and also I set up stream at the same time.
yeah, exactly. But if like we were going to be playing a game together, I usually prefer to like play offline too, so I can get a feeling for the person. And so because I do that, I end up like there's just a lot of VTubers who we end up not streaming half the time I spend with them, if not
Really?
more. I think I have more offline hours than online with the person I've probably collabed with the most, even online. So
Yeah.
it's like,
That's very fair. I think another issue is I have a lot of games I go back to playing, and there's a lot of
yeah,
I have I gotta say I think I've definitely increased my networking skills this year. I've by a lot. I've met so many VTubers, and like the more I get on the show, the more VTubers seem to reach out to me and are interested in being on the show. which is
Yeah.
fun. I love that. But it makes me feel bad because it's like, well, now I know all these VTubers. What can I do with all of them? Like, what can I invite all these people I know? What can I do with this person or this person or this person? It's like, oh, I know Gigi, I know Espina, I know Ysserion. What can I do with all of them that they'd enjoy? What can we do together that could be fun?
Full disclosure, just about anything. And impulsive is always good with me. This is my second time on a talk show. The last one I was told in my own stream 10 minutes prior.
Really?
They showed up and said, "You want to be on a talk show?" I'm like, I'm streaming right now. They're like, "Just keep streaming. It's fine." And I'm like, "Cool."
Oh my gosh.
I'm in. Sold. Let's do it.
Oh man, that is. I will say I have one idea that I want to implement because I think that it's heavily inspired off Takahata's bar. I want to have a thing where I have up to 3 people, and every 30 minutes, I'm gonna let one of those people be swapped out with any VTuber I know who wants to join the call. It'd be like, okay, so now let's say I had these 3 VTubers and that you wanted to join the call. You'd swap out with the person who joined earliest, and then it'd be like, all right, now Ysurion's here for 30 minutes. And
yeah,
then
the whole rotating door.
Yeah, rotating door, and that way it could be like, all right, so who's coming in the door today? It gives me a chance to let anyone join on and be on the talk show whenever they want, and I get to see people I might not see very often. It'd be like, oh, Spin, I could just reach in DMs like, hey, yo, I want on the show. Let me in. It's just like, let me in, coach. I'm like, hell yeah, let's get Spin in here. Let's chat about let's talk about spiders and tea. Let's talk about spiders and tea for 30 minutes. Let's go. I want to do something like that because the thing is, I have such a strong feeling of guilt because the thing is, I'm not trying to, I guess I have a strong fear of clout chasing. I do not want people to accuse me of clout chasing. I just like to get to know a lot of people. I love getting to know people so much. I love getting to know strangers because it's like everyone's take on life is so different. I have a lot more dimensions, spiders, and tea. I know you do.
It's true.
I know you do.
She might argue with me on this, but funnily enough, I think I'm more of a tea person than she is.
What's your favorite tea?
My favorites are always in oolong. I really like oolong tea.
I'm a big chai tea fan. I love chai tea.
I do like chai tea as well. I've been drinking a lot of, not sponsored. God, I wish. Revolution tea is the name of the brand. Revolution.
Revolution.
And yes, fairly cheap, all things considered. Like the per bag price is impressive. And I've been drinking their Dragonite Oolong and their Bombay Chai.
Yo, I just thought a streamer being sponsored by tea actually sounds so nice.
Right?
Dude, I would love that.
I drink a good amount of this tea. I think I've been having less lately, but there was a time, and I'm still doing like one a day, but there's a time I was having about 3 or 4 bags of the Dragonite Oolong in a given day.
Oh my god. Y'all like boba tea?
A little before the moon.
Boba tea is awesome. Is boba actual like tea, though?
Well, boba tea it just has the bobas, right? The tapioca pearls. I guess it doesn't have to be tapioca pearl.
I like the jelly. I like coconut jelly.
Sometimes it's tea based. Yeah.
Sometimes it's tea based. Gotcha. My favorite boba is watermelon. I love watermelon.
I like if I'm doing boba, I'm probably doing a taro milk tea. I like taro.
Taro's good. I had taro as well. I think taro and watermelon taste very similar, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I love taro bread. Have you ever had taro bread?
Nothing super like. I mean, I've had like taro flavored bread, but I don't think it was like
bread
actually made with taro.
Because I've had Hawaiian taro bread and it's so good.
Ooh, that sounds really good.
It's so good. It's like I literally don't even put anything on it, butter or anything. I just eat the taro bread by itself because it's like has like a sweetness to it.
Yeah, I definitely miss. We used to have a little bakery near us that would do like it's like an Asian bakery that you just walk in. I mean, typical of actual Asian bakeries, like all the bread's just in cases around the room, and you just walk through with a big tray, pile food onto it with tongs, and go to the register and check out.
Oh.
And they had stuff like pineapple buns and stuff like that. And, oh
Interesting.
man, we used to live like right around the corner from it. It was a dangerous place to live near, just because it's always there, and you're like, well, we could just go there again. Uh, but always worth it. I definitely Spinna grabbed me stuff from there a little while ago. I was very happy.
That's awesome. I'm glad to hear it. Oh man. Uh the food, it's kind of just becoming, now we're devolving into food and drinks. That's what the topic conversations become. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna quickly grab something. I hope I have something in my mini fridge because it's hot in there. Nope, I forgot to put something in my mini fridge. Alright, guess I'm drinking
Whoops.
warm soda.
That is my preferred intake for soda.
Grape soda. Let's go. That'll work.
So, like, depending on the soda. But so for me, like Mountain Dew, I think I prefer it cold, which is a more recent development. And if it's in a glass bottle, I prefer it cold. But
Yeah.
otherwise, I prefer warm soda.
Huh. Interesting.
A&W root beer, Diet Coke, Dr. Pepper, which I'm not a huge fan of Dr. Pepper anymore. That's faded over the years.
I'm not a big fan of
Um,
Coke. Coke and was it Coke and Pepsi? I like Dr. Pepper more than that. But I'm a bit,
mhm.
my favorite soda is root beer.
Root beer's my go-to as well. A&W, I used to drink a lot of, and I would drink it room temperature. I don't know why. I prefer my
I
drinks room temperature.
really should put some sodas in my mini fridge. I might do that in just a sec, but I can do that in a bit. Oh man. I like, but yeah, like a big thing to me, I feel like in the VTuber community, because here's the thing. I will admit, before I became a VTuber, I did not want to collab with like any. Okay, actually no, that's not. I was just I didn't want to collab with anybody except for VR chat streamers. That's just because VR chat kind of felt like that whole revolving door. Like who's gonna show up
Yeah.
today? That's like just what VR chat was. Was you on VR chat? If you're in a friends plus world, friends can join, and then their friends can join. So it's like, oh, I randomly met one of the largest VR chat streamers in VR chat, and now we're
Mhm.
friends. Well, let's go. It literally will happen to you in VR chat. It's like, well, at least it did when I was playing it. But
Yeah.
VR chat eventually started. I started like for one, just sinus issues and VR just does not really go hand in hand. Headaches become very
Mhm.
common with that. Um, but yeah, when I became a VTuber, I started really going ham on the whole idea of collabs and networking because
Yeah.
I want to get to know people. Like this community can be so filled with so many amazing people.
I definitely when I was streaming before I did the whole VTube thing, I definitely didn't think about collabs the same way. Like I never really collabed with other creators. I had people on that I played games with that just happened to be on my stream while I was live. But VTubing showed me like a lot of like, yeah, you just build not just build a community, but also like integrate with the community that's the overarching community that's been
Yeah,
built.
exactly.
And that's been a lot of fun. I've found a lot of common ground with a lot of people I otherwise probably would never have met. Uh,
Oh yeah.
so it's definitely a big reason I'm still doing it is just like because I know I'm very busy. It's hard for me to keep up with doing content, but I don't particularly care that it's hard for me to keep doing content because I keep meeting cool people that I keep finding these grounds with and going, we never would have met if I wasn't doing this. Like,
Yeah.
so
So like when it comes, no, I totally get that because like when I say I've said this, like this is becoming like probably gonna be like a thing, recurring thing I keep saying to people, and some people are gonna get sick of it. But I think that VTubing, before VTubing, it was hard to reach out to content creators as much. But I think that VTubing, when it popped off, it really increased the popularity of collabs, which is just collabing with new people. Like I feel like it popularized that, like reaching out to new people and playing with them.
I definitely feel like, especially with how it is now, because like there's always collabs and stuff going on and people meeting up, but there was so much less visibility on a small streamer space before I got into VTubing. Even on Twitter, I know there's small streamer groups on Twitter, And I'm sure there are on like other social media like Reddit and definitely now Discord. But
Yeah.
I feel like despite its weirdly high barrier of entry, VTubing also it's almost a paradox because VTubing also has a very low barrier of entry of just being interested in VTubing is a common ground enough for you to potentially meet other people who are interested in VTubing. And there's so much visibility into it that I felt isn't shared often so just openly.
Yeah. No, I agree. Like, I will say there is some people who try to gatekeep the VTubing community. I mean, that's in every community, but there are some very
Yeah.
vocal people in the VTubing community who try to keep the community a very toxic place.
Yeah.
I even had my run-in with one person because a bunch of YouTubers reached, like, when I started trying to delve into news content for a bit, and just as an experiment, and people loved it. People were very supportive. They thought I was really good at it. It's just, to me, I wasn't having as much fun making it, even if it
Yeah.
was I could see that content getting me successful, but I don't think I would have been happy doing it. Um, but during that time, a bunch of people reached out and had me call this one person out, like expose them, and that started a whole drama moment. But it's just like that person literally goes out of their way to just try and ruin people's lives on the internet. They just like they want to make people miserable on the internet. Like, I was told from my friend Flip that who was involved in that drama. He was like, the person that basically the person who started the whole drama was the first VTuber he had ever collabed with. And so after that horrible first experience, he never wanted to collab with another VTuber ever again until Flip met me. And then Flip was like,
Yeah.
Jen's awesome, never mind, VTubers are kind of cool.
I definitely I definitely take a like live and let live approach. I see a lot go down on the timeline, you know.
Yeah.
Not as much as other people. I usually hear about it days later. I've skimmed the space enough that my timeline's more curated towards stuff I am more likely to interact with.
Yeah.
But my view is, unless it's something really heinous, I'm gonna let people sort it out between themselves or let them grow and be a better person, so that if I do ever come across them, I have that fresh slate of like I am meeting the you that you are now.
And I think that right now, what I can see right now from you, I'm pretty sure this is just you. I feel like you don't put on a mask when you're on the internet. It feels like I'm talking the real you right now.
Oh yeah, I definitely there's a paper thin layer between my personality on and off.
I mean, yeah, I'm the same way. I'm an open book, and whether for better or worse, I like being me. That's the whole reason my model was modeled after how I look IRL. I like just being
Yeah.
myself. I want to be comfortable being myself, and I want people to like me for who I am. And therefore,
Yeah.
Active Genesis is me. I am Jen.
Hell yeah.
I don't know. I just like I I just want to see if being myself is enough for people to enjoy, you know?
Yeah.
And I want people to know that I'm being as earnest as I am being myself.
That's and I feel like people can tell, honestly. I know there's always people who blindside others, but ultimately if you're in a space long enough and you're not being yourself, you're going to start slipping through those cracks. Like things are just going
Eventually,
to
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Uh there are some very perceptive people out there, but even on average people are a lot more perceptive than anyone gives them credit for. A lot of people can kind of tell, even if it's just a vibe of like, I don't know, this seems kind of disingenuous, and it's like,
Yeah, and
eh,
I feel like a lot of those people, it's because the thing is, I feel like I've met some of those people who have that keen eye, and I think and they use their eye on me in a way because I've met a couple big creators who have told me that their communities told them not to hang out with me. They were like, "Jen's just a cloud chaser. Don't bother giving him the time of day." But they were just like they gave me a chance because they saw something in me, and well, you don't see me chasing after their tails. I'm not just on their
yeah,
ass. Like, I may know them, but I don't pester them. And I really do. I don't pester big creators, even if they literally consider me a friend and I literally can message them for advice on YouTube videos and stuff, or like ask them to collab. Like, I just don't like pestering, because the thing to me is, it's like they're busy. I don't want to bug them, you know? It's like, I don't
Yeah.
know. And so I'm glad that they could see that I was not what some other people thought I was. You know, I'm not a leech. I don't like leeching off other people's success, and nor do I want to. I want to grow my own community, you know? I want to be someone who gets his name out there and is known by many people for positive reasons, not negative reasons.
Yeah, I do think I always find it kind of funny that people will point at someone and call them a clout chaser, because my thought on it is, one, is their opinion of the individual, like in your example, is their opinion of the person such that low that they think that, like, you're so dumb you can't tell that he's after your clout? Like,
Yeah.
either you're not or they know. I mean, um
Yeah.
and not just that, but like, there's no long term in that, because their community is already against you. So they don't have any, like,
Yeah, so
it's not
thankfully
like they're
it's more
like,
like
oh, I'm gonna lose
their
viewers
friend
by
community.
going. Yeah. But like, I don't know. I don't get it. Because to
Yeah.
me it's like, yeah, some people just want to talk because of numbers, and that happens. But I mean, you waste what, an hour, 2 hours at the risk of having just a nice conversation.
I know. Also, yes, missed you too, Liz. Glad to see you after so long. Sorry I said hi in chat. I just didn't want to interrupt Yes because he was talking. But very glad to see you here in chat. I'm always happy to see an old face that I recognize.
But
Oh man.
yeah, it's like, even if someone is doing it, like, I don't like the idea of making friends with someone for the wrong reasons. That's really, kind of shitty behavior.
Yeah,
And I
no.
feel bad for people who have to, genuinely feel bad for people who have to worry about that on a day to day basis. But everyone jumping on it is like, you're just adding paranoia where there could just be, like, it doesn't have to be this huge issue, because
Yeah.
no matter how hard people clout chase, you can never, there's no chasing clout in a way that becomes your entire content in a
Exactly.
long-term scenario. So,
Yep. Oh man. Should
because
you doing leaving?
eventually you're going to run out of content.
Well, yeah. And I mean, again, it's just like for me, I think that's why I've kind of been leaving gaming behind. I've been doing so little gaming on my streams lately. Like, and in most of the games I have been playing, like, I'll occasionally will play, and I will notice this: my viewership drops when I play games now. Nobody wants me to fucking play games, because I think that they just find it more entertaining when I sit down and I chat with somebody, whether that's playing Power Wash Simulator or my talk show. I think people are
Yeah.
more entertained by the Genesis who comes on here and is here trying to have a chill vibe and chat with people. And I think I'm glad my community has gone that route. I like having my community be like, hey, um, I like talking to people. I like getting to know, and I like that that's where my content is turning towards, because it means that I don't have to stress about being entertaining on a video game. I can just chat with somebody and let our conversation be what carries the stream forward.
Yeah, definitely.
That being said, I do want to involve chat in more things too. I do feel bad I don't involve chat enough in my content. Like,
It
I don't know.
is. It's a brutal juggling act.
It is. All the content creation is a brutal juggling act, honestly.
Yep.
Oh
I
man.
definitely game, but that's because it's what I would be doing if I didn't hit go live. I
Very,
don't
very fair.
I don't stream the new meta game. I don't even stream what some people consider meta at all sometimes. I streamed a game called DLC Quest at one point that I don't think anyone's heard of. Uh because I just felt like playing it again, and I'm like, yeah, sure. I'll hit go live.
Yeah. Oh man. No, I totally get that. I totally get that. Oh man, sorry again if I sound a bit out of breath. It's because it's so fucking hot in my room, dude.
No
It's
worries.
like 90 or 100 degrees outside right now, and I still don't have my AC in my room.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's kind of rough. Oh man, man. It's just consecration's fun to talk about because I love hearing what other people think about consecration and where they want to go and what they want to do.
Yeah.
It's like I could ask the smallest creator their goals, or I could ask the biggest creator, and I'd get a different answer, and that's what's important to me. Everyone's answer is different, and that's why I think this talk show will never get old for me.
Definitely, because like I mean, you have as much content as there are creators out there, and there might be similar, but people are so different from each other.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Interests are all over the place, and their experiences are all over the place. So it's like there's almost no way to get an identical person in here.
And what's also fun is because I'm getting to know so many people, that lets me to start deciding, like, figuring out who might be really fun to throw into a collab with somebody they've not met before, and be
Yeah.
like, not only to introduce them, but also to have an interesting dynamic and see how it would play out. And it's like, whether that's this talk show, it's like, all right, you three, let's have you all three together, even if you've never chatted together, or maybe you're, or the fun part is I get to see the dynamic of people who are comfortable with each other. So it's like, if I had you, say I had you and Spinna on together, it's like, I'd get the dynamic of, okay, I get to see how comfortable you guys are together, and I get to hear a bit of more fun, playful banter between you two.
It's mostly me bullying her.
That's perfect. That's great. Oh man, it's like, and it's also why I don't know. I think I want my content for me personally to turn more towards people. I want it to be the people,
Yeah.
but not in the sense of use them as content, but what I do with them and what we talk about.
Yeah.
But that way I can just let other people shine. It's also why I made a clipping channel, because I like showcasing what other people can do. Because there's a
And
lot of underrated consecrators out there.
definitely. It's the law of number. There's always going to be underrated because there's so many of us that we can't all be like reach peak. There's definitely a luck in the numbers game.
Oh, very much so. Hands down,
Hard
yeah.
work as well, and the harder you work, the less luck you need. But
Harder, well, that said, even if you work your ass off, it's like,
there's still got to roll that, nat 20. Like,
yeah, because here's the thing, like, you could be working as hard as, like, Russian Badge or Soviet Womble, where you spend, like, probably months working on a YouTube video.
oh yeah,
The only issue with that comes is there are people who put that much effort into a video, but they just do not get noticed because the algorithm doesn't push their content for one
yep.
reason or another.
It's a lot of research, a lot of work that's behind the scenes, and a lot of luck. And
A lot of luck. It's like you could even make the most click-worthy video, but your channel could still, like, it could just be because your video didn't upload at the right time, or your
yep,
channel just has been on YouTube's list of, hey, they don't upload frequently, so let's not push their content so much.
the big risky one is it coming up at a weird time where like people are less likely to click it, but they'll see it.
Yep.
Because if people don't click it right away, then YouTube clocks that, hey, nobody clicked that link. They don't want to see this. It's gone.
And then it's
like,
dead.
no,
The video's
no,
dead.
they were busy.
Exactly. It sucks, dude. It's like
I follow a couple creators who've had to re-upload videos because they were like, hey, and they even like made a whole post. They were like, yeah, if you see it and you want to like support the content in any way you can, click the video. You don't even have to watch it right away. Just click it and open it in a window so it doesn't get hidden. And I was like, oh, I had no idea. Like,
yeah, no, I totally get that. Like, it's just there's content creation is a nightmare. It's a nightmare. I'll be brutally honest. It is. I think that's why I'm so glad I made the swap to streaming eventually. Because
yeah,
I don't record videos that much anymore. I like and a great example of why I don't is because if you look at my video that I uploaded, like, what is it, like earlier this month, like about almost 10 days ago, it's we let an AI write inspirational quotes for us. I spent like 4 months on that video and it doesn't even have 100 views. So it's like, it's like YouTube has killed that video despite the hard work I poured into that. It's like
Yeah.
it's why I don't record that much. I just stream, and if something funny comes out of it, I throw into a video.
I was gonna say, I think it's also definitely important, just like pump the videos out you want to pump out, and people will find it eventually.
Yeah, eventually. Just put
But yeah, I wouldn't go out of my way and pump a video out of something that I'm only like,
not
if I
proud
don't
of.
want, yeah, if I don't want to do it because I want to do it, I'm not gonna record it.
Dude, I'm already telling you, that Tuscan Raider ASMR is gonna be so funny.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if that gets 5 views, that gets 5 views. I don't care. I just want to finally do it.
I want to shout that one out. I'm so excited for when you do that. Like, that is gonna be so cool. Oh my god, dude. Oh man. It's one of those things where it's like I think there's so many different takes and there's so many different ways you can do it, but there's no right or wrong answer if we got to be honest.
Yeah, definitely.
Everyone has
It's such
whatever they're
a
doing.
varied space. Everyone's doing something different.
Yeah. Like
I
think
don't know how it ended up on my timeline, but there's a guy who's just microwaving stuff. That's his
Really?
content. Yep.
Oh my gosh.
I've been glued to the videos ever since, but the guy's just microwaving stuff.
Oh my goodness. Oh man, it's like I think it's the YouTube recommended is so fun because it can recommend you a video that's literally like from like the beginning of YouTube that never got shouted out and then it just blew up one day.
God, what was I watching? I watched a video recently. It just popped up on my like playing next, and I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll play that. And the video, all of the comments were from a month prior. And none of them were like this. Yeah, none of them were like the same. So it very clearly wasn't like, oh, a big streamer reacted to it and everyone jumped on. But the video was like 3 years old. I was like, how did this start? Like, YouTube's just like, hey, this 3-year-old video trending now.
Oh man, it's so funny. It's so funny.
Like, yeah, someone just looked up something specific, clicked yes, and YouTube's like, oh, so people like that now, and just started pushing it.
It's like, the thing I want to figure out is how to work Twitch, because it's like, I don't really understand how to keep people around, because here's the thing, like, I totally get why some people, like, I can only tune into Twitch streams for like 5 minutes most of the time, and then I have to hop out. So it's like, I really want to find out how to get my viewership up enough that I can start being recommended by Twitch.
Yeah,
or at least being seen more.
Twitch is a magical place, but it really just comes down to building the community up as much as you can and getting it rolling.
Yeah, got to build a solid community who's there to support you from like who are constantly coming back for your content.
And then the hardest part of that, this is something that like I know I struggle with, is my community and my stream hours do not line up.
Yeah, like dude, the amount of times I have people like, oh, you're streaming a good time for the people on the East Coast, or oh, you're streaming a good time for the Australians, or oh, you're streaming a good time for us British people. It's like, God, everyone's times are different to try and get your community at a good time.
Yeah, so like I have a lot of friends who aren't available to watch stream when I'm available to stream. Usually they're looking for something a little earlier, and I'm like, I'm working at that time. Like, I can't. It just happens. I mean,
yeah. It's rough. It's rough.
A lot of trial, a lot of error.
A lot of trial, a lot of error, and a lot of duct tape.
A whole lot of duct tape.
Whole lot of duct tape. Like metaphorical and real, physical duct tape. You gotta fix.
I don't have to use any real fixed tape yet.
No,
duct tape.
But I think that comes whenever something in your setup just breaks.
Oh yeah,
hasn't happened to me yet either. But I think still it was funny to say.
I've absolutely replaced my mic arm.
I have done that. That is true. I have replaced my entire mic arm. I might have to do that again because this one's getting old. It's rough.
Yeah, my last mic arm snapped at the base.
For a while, I was using a wireless mic because it still sounds really good. The only issue is people were telling me that it was peaking a lot, and they were not wrong. It would get peaking and it would get real loud. Now, that was not pleasant to listen to. I will say that.
I'm always super worried about my mic.
Yeah. But I will say we've been going for nearly 2 hours now, so I might wind down the talk show. Especially because I'm a bit overheated, I'm not going to lie, from my room.
No worries. I've got my hard stop coming up anyways. I got to get ready for their raid night. Woo!
Gotcha. Raid
One
night?
of those MMOs. Yeah, I do
MMOs.
a lot of
Gotcha.
the active MMO we play on Tuesday, Sunday.
Gotcha. Oh, man. All right. Well, I think I might wind down my stream and night talk show. Thank you so much for joining me, Ysserion. Much appreciated. Definitely want to chat with you more. You've been very pleasant to have on the show.
Absolutely. Always feel free to just reach out.
Message.
Can't promise you'll get a fast response.
Hey, that's my answer back to you.
But...
So that's my answer right back to you. But oh man.
But you will get a response when I remember.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go raid someone who that they already are doing really good on viewership, but they're super entertaining in my opinion. Someone who I honestly would love to chat with on the talk show if I ever got the chance.
Yeah.
And that's Rexon Games, who's also a friend of my friend Nari's now apparently. He's really cool. He bullies Filian, which is hilarious. He's known as Lotion Guy in her community. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this episode of What's Your Genesis, my talk show. Again, please go check out Ysserion and all his socials. If this is on YouTube, they're in the description. If this is on Twitch, you can click the name in the Twitch title and it'll take you to his channel. But yeah, see you all next time, everybody. Bye-bye!
Bye-bye.
And there we go.